What's going on, guys? It's Cliffy here. Now, you guys said in the last episode you would like to see one game per video, but you would also like to see stuff edited. So that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do one game per episode. We're just going to be smashing out these career mode vids for the 50 over games. We've got 5 episodes probably coming within the next week. So as I said, we are just going to go and absolutely smash it out. We're playing our first game of the season against Burnie. Let's go and get straight into the game. Alright, so it is another lovely day here at the West Hobart Fields. No rain in the sky, what to be seen. It's pretty overcast, so that is going to help our swinging conditions. We're still batting down there at number 6, which I don't mind too much. And we are taking on, as I said, Burnie at the start of the episode. Now, I said that there was no rain in sight. There's actually an 85% chance of rain. It's going to be cold here again. The pitch is hard, but it is crumbly as well. So, great to see us, I must say, in the coloured clothing. We are done with the whites for the season. We're moving on to the one-dayers and the 50-50. Burnie have won the call. They have won the toss. And they have chosen to bat first. So that's probably what I would have chosen to do as well. It does mean we're going to have a bowl. Can we carry on our good form that we had in our last 3-day game? Hopefully we can pick up another truck ton of wickets. Alright, so something that I have noticed, and I have noticed it on other people's videos as well, is that the stats for club cricket is basically just all 3 formats combined into one. So that is a little bit of a pain, but we will be able to keep track, obviously, at the end of the season when we do go and have a look at the statistics for the competition. It's nice to see that we are wearing our patented number 16. It's something I don't think we wore, actually, in our career mode in Don Bradman's 17. So I'll be looking for that. Be looking for our first wicket as well, would you believe, coming off just the second ball of our bowling. And Cameron Flynn, you're out of here, bud. 3 off 10. And Burnie are really struggling here. 5 for 72. And we will definitely take that. A wicket in our second ball. I have heard a lot of different things about one-dayers in the club format, that a lot of people have been going and getting absolutely tonked around for all sorts. So I'll be hoping that we don't go and do that. Be hoping that we can really come back and just really do a good job, really be economical, and try and, I guess, push, as we talked about in the last episode, for those higher honours. Not going to appeal for that. I think it was probably going down leg just a little bit, and possibly a little bit high as well. But we have started off very well. We've started off with 3 dot balls and a wicket, obviously, second ball. And we'll just be looking to try and continue that on. That is going to be another dot. So potentially looking at the maiden here, our first maiden in 50 over cricket, in one-day cricket. And I must say, it is great to see the coloured clothing on. It's just what we want to see, and there we go, no maiden. However, it has only gone just for the 1 run, so we'll be happy with that. It's a decent start, 1 for 1 off 1, and how often can you say that in your cricket career, that has gone and happened? So just back to the state of the game, we are actually doing, to be fair, a very, very good job. With the score, as I said, 5 for 73. So the opening bowlers and the first change bowler did definitely go and get the job done early on in the piece. So we'll be happy enough with that, and just look to try and continue on. I mean, not going at too bad of a run rate. It's just above 4 at the moment. However, those 5 wickets in hand will be very crucial. We did talk about that in our last 3-day game as well, that wickets are crucial, and that one there has gone through Hicks. Would you believe it has left middle stump there, but off and leg are out of the ground, just like that there. Absolutely crazy. We'll have a look at that one on the sorry, no, it was middle and I think it was middle and leg actually that went flying. So that whole bloody didn't actually represent it a whole lot of good. But we have managed to go and pick up our second wicket. We do now have Omer Khan coming in now. We're 2 for 2. And the only thing that will probably make this better is if we got hit for 20 runs off these last few balls, and we had bowled the 2 overs, and we could go for the great 2 for 22, as Richie Beno would go and say. But I don't even know how much editing I'm going to need to do in this video, to be fair. The way that Burnie are going, we're probably not going to be required with the bat, or if so, we're not going to be required for a whole lot. Really hoping that the rain does manage to stay away. These overcast conditions have really helped us as well, I must say. In the last couple of games, we have really just started to get the ball swinging and moving around all over the place, which is good. And we're being economical as well, which is something, as the field has gone and hit the batsman there, he won't be happy with that. I would be walking over and having a word, to be fair. But then again, the non-striker should be paying attention to where the ball is, so, you know, partly his own fault, I guess you would say. But, I can't even remember what I was saying now. Cannot even remember. But that's alright. We will finish that one off. We are 2 for 2 off 2. No, sorry, I think we're 3 for 2. And the run rate has actually dropped now down below 4 for the first time in the game. I think we have actually got... Excuse me, someone else has actually gone and picked up another wicket. 7 for 78 Mooney are now. We'll bowl out this ball here, and then we'll go through, get into the highlights package part of the episode. That one there has found the edge, and it is going to race away for the first 4 of the innings against us. So we won't be too happy with that. Hopefully we can pull it back, grab ourselves another couple of wickets, and I am kind of hoping that Bernie do get a few runs so that we can go and have a bat on our one-day debut. Alright, apart from the first 4 that went off the first ball of the over, Khan has really struggled in this one, so I'm just going to change it up. Let's go for an off cutter that's going to be full, so I'm kind of hoping that we can use those men on the off side to our advantage. And that ball really did turn and bite, really gripped the pitch, and did get away there. So apart from that 4 coming off the first ball of the over, another very good one, 5 dots included in it. We are 2 for 7 off our first 3, and Bernie are really struggling here to try and get just some kind of defendable total on the board, it must be said. I mean, the run rate just continues to keep dropping. That one there has been hit eerily, would you believe? It is going to race away for a 4, so I don't know what it is. In Don Bradman 17, it was the last ball glitch, that everything seemed to go off the last ball for a boundary. It seems to be the first ball in this one. That is back-to-back overs that the first ball has gone eerily. You know, it is a risky shot, but it still has gone for 4. That's a nice shot. Worked away off the legs. The boundaries are now starting to come. They were few and far between to start off the innings, but Khan has proved to be a bit of an annoyance here, to be fair, and I think that's his third 4 that he has hit off us. Nicely worked off the pads. Not again. It's aerial again. The runs are now starting to come. They're starting to flow, but the way Khan is going about it, you'd have to say it's only a matter of time before one of these shots gets just a little bit mistimed. I mean, that one there's not timed, to be fair, but it gets mistimed and it's going to go straight to one of the fielders. Alright, we really need to try and peg this back now. I'm going to go for the full Yorker in swinger with a bit of effort, bit of extra pace, and we do again find the edge. So 12 coming off the over, but 6 very unconvincing shots, apart from the 4 defensive that he played 5th ball. I have to think that the 3rd wicket is coming. It's only a matter of time before it manages to get to us. Oh, look at that! That has flown off the bat! It's been saved. Great piece of fielding out on the boundary, it must be said. But the off cutter has just absolutely gone a mile. And again, Khan is proving to be the bane of our existence. We just, for some reason or another, just cannot get this bloke out. He just seems to be nudging it just past our fielders. I thought we were going to have him then and there, but not the case. We're just going to keep hunting, keep trying. Bernie have also brought up their 100. Oh! How has he missed that? Omer Khan, I was going to call him Ollie Khan. He's gone for 21 off 20, and I really don't know how he's missed this. He's just laid on it. The off peg is gone out of the ground. Bite and turn once again. I must say, when I do start, and I probably will start it, I don't know when, maybe after Christmas, but a spinning career mode, spin bowler career mode, if we are playing on pitches like this, where there's turn and bounce, and Scott Thompson has said, you know what, I don't even need a helmet. I've got my mohawk, I've got my goatee beard. You know what? You're getting a short one first up, mate. You come out here without a helmet, you are getting a short one first up. Bet your bottom dollar. It didn't really get up, to be fair, but right, the 5-wicket haul is still potentially on here. There's 2 wickets left to get. We're 3 for 21 on our debut, which is absolutely outstanding. Thompson's here at the other end, doing, I guess, what I would do in club cricket. I think the only time I wore a helmet once, and it's when I was playing on an artificial, and it's just because of the fact that we were playing on an artificial, and obviously the bounce, you know, could definitely get up there. The pitches, well, not necessarily the pitches that I played on, but the grade that I played in. You know, if someone was going to get it up around your head, they shouldn't be playing in that grade. You know, they shouldn't really be quick enough. You should have time to get out of the way, or perform some kind of evasive maneuver. But I think, yeah, the one time that I did wear a helmet, I think I actually managed to score. I had a really good game that game. I think it was a 2020. I was batting down at about number 6. Scored 30 not out with the bat. Carried my bat. Well, didn't carry my bat through. Came in at number 6, so you can't carry your bat because you're not opening. As that one there has gone and taken Thompson, getting ready to tee off. And back to the pavilion for you, mate. Next time you come out to me, hopefully I'm a bit more fired up, a bit quicker, and we can go and get it up around that helmet region. But yeah, 30 not out, and then I think I took 4 for with the ball as well, so I had an absolute incredible game. And it kind of made me think, you know, do I go with the helmet, bat with the helmet all the time? And it was just, I don't know if it was just my helmet, but it was just annoying, and I just didn't like wearing it. Wasn't a fan. If I went and played now, because the team that I used to play with, a lot of them are playing at a higher grade now, so I'd definitely be wearing the helmet in that one. You know, safety first, kids. That's what you got to go and do. Bernie 9 for 111. I was going to bowl an outswing to him there for just a second. We are 4 for 25 off 6 overs, and we are obviously hunting for that 5th wicket. I can't imagine, unless one of the Bernie bowlers goes out and does a me and just has an absolute stellar performance with the ball, that we will be required in this game with the bat, just due to the fact that there is only 111 runs on the board and we are playing a 50 over game, so there's plenty of time. You only need just over 2 runs and over, and we are going to look, I really want to try and wrap up this, get back-to-back 5 wicket bags, because that would just be absolutely primo, to be fair. And we do now have a chance. We've got the number 11 on strike. We do have, beautiful. We've got 3 balls at him. And I'm just going to stick to what has worked. I mean, in-swing is something that I started using late in Don Bradman 17. Just really for wickets. And that's what we've got today. We haven't had express pace, but we have been doing a fair bit in the air with the ball. So you can't really complain too much about that. I want to try and get my speed up as well and my accuracy up. Just because we still are only rated like a 46 overall player, so there is plenty of room for improvement in this career mode to date so far, but we're just going to keep going, keep nudging away. Just the one coming off the over. Hamilton survives it, and Bernie, I believe, are 9 for 112. Alright, so we're back into the attack. We've had a little bit of a spell. We do have 3 overs left to go, and there's 7 overs left, so we are potentially looking to bowl out here. Hamilton, the number 11, I was talking about him in the last episode, just surviving. He has actually moved on to 40 off 55. Tail enders in this game are absolutely crazy, not only in my career mode, but I have seen them in other career modes as well, where they just go out and just score runs for fun. Like, I think it was, I think possibly episode 4 for me, I think, or maybe even episode 3, one of the two. I think our number 9 scored about 80, and our number 11, I think, scored 55, and they really got us up over a good total. That one there has been cut away. That's a nice shot from Langford. Here's the number 9, so you'd expect him to have a little bit more batting ability than Hamilton, but that is not shown on the scorecard at the moment. He has moved on to 30. Bernie have actually moved to 170 now for 9, so this partnership has really helped them along, and without this, as I said, they would have been really struggling. But at least now I guess they've given their bowlers something to bowl at, and now we probably, to be fair, potentially are going to get a bat, because, you know, 170, you'd expect in club cricket, you know, where conditions maybe aren't, you know, the road that you're used to playing in Kolkata or somewhere on the subcontinent or even Australia. Jesus Christ. That is huge. 94 metres. Langford, he must have heard me talking about having less batting ability than the number 11, and he's decided to absolutely tonk me down the ground. And we do still have 2 overs left to go, and I really do want to pick up this 5th wicket. Bernie at the moment, if they're carrying on with their current run rate, are going to get just under 200, which, considering the position they were in, I mean, at one stage I think they were 5 for 72, I think, when we took our first wicket, and then obviously 9 for about 110 when we came on, and obviously before we had that spell, and obviously before this massive 10th wicket partnership. This has got to be close. I don't think they'd have club cricket records. You know, maybe for Premier years, depending on where this is being played. I know probably in Christchurch there are, obviously clubs would keep records themselves, but the association, I guess the Cricket Association, probably wouldn't keep records as such. Maybe just at Premier level, as I said. But this has got to be up there. I mean, with one of the best 10th wicket partnerships going around, especially, you know, sometimes you hear about, you know, 9th and 10 wicket partnerships that do go and get records and stuff like that. A lot of the times, you know, you've got the wicketkeeper in at number 7, and you've got a batter, you know, some guy on the top 6 who's managed to hang around and survive with the tail. But this here is, I'm just going to move my monitor again, that bloody annoys me all the time. It happens all the bloody time. You know, to have the number 9 and the number 11 that are scoring these amount of runs is absolutely crazy. You wouldn't think it. You wouldn't read about it. We do have 1 over left to go, and I think this is actually the last over of the innings as well. It is. So this is the last one. 4 for 38 at the moment, so we've done a fairly decent job. Bernie in this situation will be looking to get up, it must be said, I was going to say, get up over 200. But they are going to do that quite comfortably because they're over 200 already, Cliff. Use your eyes and have a look at the scoreboard. Hamilton has gone past 50, so he is 56 off 76. Langford 47 off 76. So there is definitely some fight in this tail, and that's what you like to see. I'm going to go back because we've just been bowling in swing. We've started to lose a fair bit of our stamina. As you can see down there, it is almost gone. And I'm going to go back to the leg cutter. So I'm going to take the pace off the ball and basically make these last 2 players just have to really fetch it, you know, really try and make the pace themselves. And hopefully that will, I was going to say, try and give us a wicket. That is probably, to be fair, that is a shot I would play. It's like a baseball slap down the ground. It has gone for 4. So now 9 for 208. 2 balls left to go. 2 opportunities to grab ourselves that 5th wicket in this game. And we just can't seem to quite get it. It just isn't working for us. We started off, and it was the same, to be fair, in our 3-day game where we took that 5-wicket bag. We started off with an absolute hiss and a roar. And that, I was going to say, game, if you let that play out a bit more, he could have gone and potentially kicked that onto his stumps, or it could have rolled onto his stumps. Probably wouldn't disturb the bails. But Bernie, my God, almost a 98-run partnership for the 10th wicket. Hamilton top scores. It's not very often you say that your number 11 top scores for you. Apart from that, everyone else not really getting started. Elwood was pretty good with 40. Khan was the bane of our existence with that 21. And Scott Thompson obviously coming out without his helmet. So I definitely say that we are the pick of the bowlers. 4 for 43. It is good to see that there was actually a couple of other bowlers that were used as well, not just the stock standard 5. So 209 is what we are chasing. Bernie have really fought back in this game. Will we be able to chase it down? I'll leave a poll up in the top right-hand corner. Let me know what you think, if we will chase it down. Will we get our first win of the one-day season? Let's find out in just a moment. Alright, so we haven't started off, to be fair, too well. We've kind of done what Bernie did, actually. We still only need 130 off 201, so there's still plenty of time left in this. The one thing that probably isn't going in our favour is our fatigue. So we are quite tired. That's going to affect our running between the wickets. It's also going to affect our strength going and trying to play those shots up over the top later on in the innings. So we've got Khan bowling to us. Now, he was the bane. I just really want to hit this guy for some boundaries because he just seemed, to be fair, to take me apart in just with the bat. I think he hit me for something like, I think he had 4 fours and he hit them all off me. So I wasn't really too happy with that, to be fair. We've got the spinner coming on now. And we'll play out the first ball from him. Then we'll go back to the highlight style package. Hopefully we can grab ourselves some boundaries and really, I guess, make this innings count. We may actually pick up one here, to be fair. It was on the pads, pretty short, tucked away around the corner, and that will be 4 more. Get up. It was pretty full, and I just thought, you know, break the shackles. It has been a lot of dots, a lot of ones, no boundaries. So just put the pressure back on the bowler. Oh, here we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Go the ball. Oh, great bit of fielding. Going to come back for the 3. But that's really our first shot of any intent in quite a wee while now. Oh, there we go. We get it away. It has been, I don't want to say it's been a struggle with the bat, but we just haven't really had that normal aggressiveness about us. We've been really made to work for our runs, which, to be fair, I don't mind. I do enjoy that. We've moved to 26 off 26, but we are still very tired. So I think if I do ever get captaincy of this side, which I'm hoping one day we do, definitely bat first, then bowl in the second innings, just so that we can go and obviously have a bit more stamina. It's going to help us between wickets. It's going to help us get those aggressive shots going. Still only 81 off 143 left to go, so we are pretty much cruising at this stage, you would have to say. The 5 wickets down is a little bit of a concern. After Muhammad, the wicketkeeper, there isn't really a whole lot of batting left in the side, and that one there from Khan has just done a little bit off the pitch, so possibly the crumbling is now starting to come into play. We are going to have to be just a little bit careful to make sure that we don't go and do anything silly. Don't have a brain fade, which I think is the difference between this and Don Bradman 17. Is that in this I'm a lot more patient. I'm not going out and when we get dotted down or even singled out, that we're just going for that big aggressive shot and trying to force those runs. You know, we can get them later on in the innings, and we have seen that with our very impressive batting record to date so far. Alright, so Muhammad and myself put on a pretty good partnership. We still need 51, but it's off 97, and as you can see down the bottom there, we are just absolutely knackered. We've got almost no stamina left at all. Now, to say that I was struggling is probably a bit of an over-exaggeration, because we're still like 37 off about 40 odd balls, so it's not as though, 37 off 43, so it's not as though we're doing terribly, but we just don't have any power. Running between the wickets is becoming a little bit difficult, and just like that we've gone and got ourselves stumped. I always do that to the spinners. They're turning the ball away or the ball's wide, and I just, like, I was absolutely smashing circle then to try and get back in my crease, and it just doesn't seem to happen. Don't know again why they've gone up to the third umpire, because this is club cricket, you don't have a third umpire. We're going for 37 off 44. Again, I think in the 3 days Flynn got me out, and I'm pretty sure it was stumped again. So there's still 50 left to go, and I think they've actually got there quite comfortably, to be fair. Muhammad, the wicketkeeper batsman, getting the job done. West Hobart win their first one-day game by 3 wickets. We grab ourselves the Man of the Match award as well for our 4 for 43. We don't even need to go and have a look at the scorecards. And obviously that 37 off 44. So we had a fairly good game. We get there quite comfortably, as I said, in the end. 7 wickets down, would have preferred a little bit less than that. But still a 3-wicket win with about just over 6 overs left to go. You can't really complain a whole lot about that. But I'm going to wrap things up here, guys. Do hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, remember to give it a like. Give this video a thumbs up. If you are new, please do subscribe. And until next time, ka kite anoa. See you soon.